Hello YouTubers, this is Travis. Welcome back to the channel. We're here for another draft, but it's a little different than the ones you normally see. This one is best of one instead of best of three, so not my preferred draft format, but it's for a fun little format that they've put out for just a week or so. It's a draft where we're going to do a pack of Guilds of Ravnica, a pack of Ravnica Allegiance, and then a pack of War of the Spark. This is a limited time event that's out on MTG Arena, and I found that I've enjoyed it. I did a couple last week. This is the first one I've recorded, but they've all been quite fun. So I hope that you will enjoy today's draft. Remember Thief of Sanity? I remember Thief of Sanity. This thing was absurd. Land it, start clocking, draw their deck, use it against them. I mean, Lava Coil was real good too. And Night Veil Sprite is a surveil card that would be playable outside of its own set, which is pretty cool. But like, this is the easiest Thief of Sanity I've ever seen. Can we get an explanation point quality in chat? I've played cubes that had this thing in it and it was good. The Blaze is the best card here. I really want to play blue-black, at least as a base, so that I can play the Thief, because it's really strong. I guess you just take the best card and move along with your life, though. Indrik's really good too. The problem is Watcher in the Mist is really good, and so is Passwall Adept, but like, this thing's a house. That makes me really want to try to do like Sultai things, which would give us Simic in the next pack. I'm not passing this Watcher, just not doing it. I've tried to recreate that moment, Brownie, but we've yet to be able to play with the Blaze. I shouldn't rule it out just yet. But I really like Thief of Sanity. So Disinformation Campaign, I imagine, is going to be pretty difficult to use. But Artful Takedown isn't. So let's do it. So realistically, we're like base Dimir and have these cards. I think we just keep going with that for now. Like, there's another solid removal spell. Child of Night's a pretty bad 2-drop. It's looking like Boros stuff may actually be what's open. But I feel like with our power level so far, I kind of don't care. Like, we may legitimately just end up Dimir, which would kind of suck not to get many cards out of the next pack, but there were some decent blue and black cards in the next pack to take anyway. Is it like it's interesting if we want to go that route? I could also just play a 1-3 and be pretty happy with it. Like, we're going to need 2 drops and these are okay ones. But I think I'd rather have the option to play red cards. There's a Dimir Locket, which I like. I feel like I just want the stupid Centipede, though. This thing was okay, right? Like, it's a 4-1 flyer you can just constantly get back. It's not the best way to close out a game, but it is a way to close out a game. Got us a wall of mist, too. I mean, maybe we're just blue-black skies, y'all. Yeah, white was actually the call. But if I can get 8 blue-black cards out of each pack, it's fine. The next pack will be rough for us, and then the last one, the War of the Spark, when blue-black was great. So I think this is an example of when, like, what we've opened is so strong that we don't really need to get off of it much. I think I'll at least splash this Indrik if I can get any Simic Guild Gates out of this pack. So, like, we're not going to get really any gold cards out of this pack, but that doesn't mean we can't get some solid cards. We got a Blade Juggler, which is alright. It doesn't play particularly well with Wall of Mists, because, like, you want to be able to turn 3 this. So we'd need a lot more 2-drops for it to really do something. I don't think there's much to take over it, though, because I don't want Quench, and I don't think I want to splash that. Simic is the gate we would want, because we'd have to get at this pack, and that would let us splash the Indrik, which is kind of like an extra removal spell. So this may look a little too early, but I think if we're gonna splash this, and I'd like to, we need to pick these up now. I really liked the Aeromoculus, and this troll is pretty good too, but there's a Chillbringer. I can just take that and be pretty happy. Wouldn't mind a couple of 2-drops. So let's be on the lookout for those. I don't really want to play Wall of Mist. I can if I have to. I remember this being okay. Kill something. If you've got a large power creature, you can get something back. Okay. And it was okay. The Sky Guard was very good. The Night Arbiter was very good. Yeah, this is a really good pack for not us, basically. But that we kind of knew that was going in, that would be the case. I'll take the Clear the Stage. It's okay removal at instant speed. If we can walk out of this with one more Simic Guild Gate and a couple of 2-drops, it's a wonderful pack for us. I could play an Imp, because there's no guild really for us to be drafting here. Yeah, I can play this dude. It's not great, but it's fine. We could use a Simic Cluestone too. We've already got a 3rd color with the Affectionate Indrik. And I'm kind of banking on the idea that this color pair, specifically blue-black, was one of the best color pairs you could be in War of the Spark. It ain't working out so well for me, though. Yeah, there's some real challenges. I've played this before. It's not great, and our mana is getting really expensive. So I may have gone off the rails a bit here. We get a little saved with the Sage's Row Savant. Note, we're not really getting the fixing to pull this off. Man, the last draft we did was easy peasy. This one is not. I do not care for it. And that Skyguard's really good. So we could try to take this, but I still don't have the fixing to cast it either. But I'm probably okay on playables. Who knows? Let's see. I don't know how I'm going to get... I want to play the Law Mage's Binding, but I don't know how I'm going to get the fixing to do it. Let's see. Azorius Locket. It's a start. And, well, there you go. So turns out, Jay Brownie, why not lean into Azorius and white for another color? No reason. Do it. It's way better than what we were doing. Now, there's not really much fixing in the last pack to get. This pack had Gateway Plaza, and that was about it. Man, in an ideal world, we're playing this too, but that's 3 white cards and 3 white sources. I could sort of pull that off. We still kind of need a Gateway Plaza. Was this card good? I don't remember if killing your opponent's stuff and then making a creature is good. And gaining life. I guess it's the life gain that would push it over the edge, huh? Mana Geode could get some work done. Worth trying. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I think if I take the Mana Geode, the mana's actually there. At this point, we're probably not playing the Torrent, which is neat. I don't particularly want to. This is a bit of a pile, but it is a strong pile. This is kind of some disturbing art. I like it. Bob Nixlis's Cruelty was quite nice. Spellkeeper Weird is offering a lot as well. But I think I like grabbing this and then seeing if we can get a late Weird. I would like 2 more 2s. I don't feel like I need 3 of them. Yeah, we're looking at probably playing Esper. Things could still change. I kind of doubt that they'll change that much, but it's blue-black with a splash of white for a pacifism and a Sky Guard. I may not end up playing the Thrall. Like, ideally, we cut the Crawl Swarm, but I'm kind of a little too low on playables to be making decisions like that. This thing was okay, but I don't need another white card. Band Together was absurd. I have no idea why that's still here. Yeah, I guess we take the Spark Reaper. I'm not thrilled about it. This deck's going to have an awful hard time with something like Sorin's Thirst. It's probably still a call. Okay, you're going to move out. Our mana is going to get a little bit better. Hey, we need a 2-drop. Welcome to the team. I might be able to pull this off. I liked Tithebreaker Giant. I like Tithebreaker Giant more than a Crawl Swarm. Yeah, it's basically fixing, right? I still feel like I'm missing like 5 gates, but this looks okay. This doesn't look as good as the last deck we had. The last deck we had was kind of absurd. Do you main deck the Wanderer? Like, there's probably enough stuff to hit. Yeah, we got 7 wins with the last stack. I mean, we're not sideboarding it because we can't, so there's that. What's up, Miklas? Thank you for the resub.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I don't think I actually want it. It's just more white cards. I can't necessarily... Well, I've got 4 white sources for 2 cards. Like, that's perfect. What if we played the Wanderer over Lawmage's Binding? I think this isn't crazy. Because I could essentially get away with 1 planes. And then our mana base is actually just like 8/8 and looks fine, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, all of these get me... Yeah, we go 1 less on these. And go 9 here, because all of my lockets get me blue, but none of them get me black. Yeah, but imagine you play the Wanderer and there's nothing to exile. You probably lose that game. So, like, there's a bit of back and forth with it, right? I'll take this one out for a spin. Again, I don't think it's as good as our last stack, but that doesn't matter. It looks like it'll be fun. All right, we got the mana. We got the expensive stuff. Let's party. I remember that card not being very good. Unless you had it incredibly late. Him big. Her big? Doesn't matter. They big. What can they possibly... Oh, I guess they could discard 0. How early is too early for a Reese's Pumpkin? What time zone are you in, Wallet? Because it's like 1 in the afternoon here, which means I should probably go get one. You're Pacific. Okay. You know, at 10 o'clock, I think you're okay. If you'd been like, it's 7 a.m., I'm in Hawaii or something, I'd be like, I don't know that you want to wake up and eat one. But, you know, I'm not your dad and I'm not here to judge you. If you want to eat a Reese's Pumpkin, I don't really have anything to say about it. What do you have to say, Orcish? We should all have enough, given that there weren't that many Halloweeners. That dog always makes me a little scared. We could kill the dog. But a better action would be to block the dog and then cast the Obnixilus's cruelty in response. So I think we'll do that. If they don't have anything, I'll just kill it. Okay. I thought it was Galvanic Punch or something like that. What's up, generic guy? How you be? I was just thinking I probably should have played the Tithebreaker Giant. So that if they're going to kill something, they kill that first, but I think it's going to be alright. Kind of forgotten about that card, but I do like it. So far, having fun with it. Okay, I guess it didn't matter. They was just gonna kill everything. Yeah, I would prefer it to be best of 3 as well, but that's my only complaint. They've got the core set draft coming next week, which I'm pretty excited about. I really enjoy that. They've done that one before, and I only got to play it for like one day. I was really sick. But I really had a blast with it. Boop. That's kind of how I see it. I want to leave 3 mana up to sag the Sphinx if they try to kill it. But I think I'm about to just artfully take this down and start going ham. It is certainly okay to like both. I feel like we don't often get lower power level drafting. That's so often not an option that it's a nice surprise when we do get it. Yeah, it's a different experience. Hiya! What are we capture sphering? Neat. Yeah, Strixhaven had some vanilla commons. Well, there's no vanilla creatures on this board either, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. The arc bow was pretty good in the late game. It just doesn't do anything early game. Oh, they can just do it at combat, so sure, maybe we'll play it. Oh yeah, I remember when those were busted, when Nissan Corsair came out. We were like, oh my god, it's a Nissan car. These things are great. The Arcbow did some work for them towards the end. It was just too late for it to matter. I think they got a little mana deprived while we flooded out a bit. Huh. I mean, killing that before it can proliferate is kind of nice. I dig it. It's not like they're going to play something better for us to get. Vanilla ice cream is the default in the United States, so even though vanilla is certainly a flavor, people tend to think of vanilla as plain ice cream, and then chocolate and strawberries as distinct from that plainness. I think they're trying to kill me. Yeah, it's a pretty common turn of phrase. It's also pretty stupid, but there's a ton of things we say that are stupid. I mean, mill them. I don't have any reason to mill myself or any reason to suspect that milling is beneficial for them. Does unthaw mean to freeze? Because that's pretty awesome. I'm going to start using that. It means to thaw. Okay, so it's like literally and figuratively that now mean the same thing. Isn't there a name for a word that means the same thing as its opposite? A contrapositive or something? Now I'm thinking about the video game Contra and fighting alien overlords. Oh yeah, bi-weekly and bi-monthly are worthless, aren't they? Is it every 2 weeks or twice a week? Don't know. Those are so bad. English is stupid. What a country! You like the shitty video game, so you're contra positive, whereas someone who didn't like it would be contra negative. Okay. I wonder if they plug pulled. Maybe so. I have no idea what you're talking about, John, but it seems interesting. All right. Silver gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Simpsons. It's always Simpsons, isn't it? How you be, Zach? It's all Simpsons? Always has been. Okay, we've got a little bit of an expensive deck, but it works. I've been drafting more lockets. Maybe there's something to the lockets in this format, because I was giving Zach grief for taking them too highly. But I've had decks that were happy to have the lockets in them. We could go black into Sorin's Thirst and want to cast it, so we should be leading with Swamps. I like cats. I feel like everybody likes cats. Maybe Arlen doesn't like cats. So, do you run out the thief? I don't think you do initially. I think you give them something that's threatening enough to be like, hey, you got a pacifism. Don't you want to pacify this? It'd be real good to pacify. Because I sure would like to connect with that thief. Don't have much of a choice now, sadly. Well, I guess I have the choice to pass and plan on being forced to play Artful Takedown, or to not use all of my mana for a turn, but I'm not capable of that. You got me. I do not understand that attack at all. Oh shoot, can I not play this? Cast, I can't play lands off the dang thing. It's been a bit too long. That's pretty dang funny. It's okay, apparently they're gonna let me like play as many cards as I want to. So let's not take a land this time, shall we? Tithe Taker? That seems alright. Yeah, I was like, we need a land. This is great. But then it wasn't. Man, they just love tapping down their blocker. I really don't understand. Man, their cards are kind of bad. Do I want a 5 mana? I don't really want a 5 mana 3/3, but it's cool that it's their 5 mana 3/3. Well, I might actually need the Wanderer. No, I don't need the Wanderer. Get out of here. Capture Sphere. If the thief dies, can I not play these anymore? still can? Okay. It'll be hard. They got more cards left in their library than I do. Does it literally say that on there? Oh, okay. I was going to feel pretty dumb if it literally said that on there. To be fair, what does this do? I choose a creature or planeswalker I control, and then I can't cast a creature or planeswalker next turn. Okay, no problem. I'll keep this. You can keep that. Oh, I can't cast that. Okay, I guess we'll kill it. Yeah, it's fun to have a different format. I do wish they'd do it in best of 3, but c'est la vie. We haven't even cast our good cards yet.
I'm known for my excellent timing. I've got it.
New. I don't think I will. Oh, you don't like it when people counter your stuff, huh? It's your counter spell. All right, back at it. Yeah, I think there's some place for the Locket stack. They were kind of not great in the original formats, but this is like a step or two slower than even the middle one, which was pretty dang slow. Which I guess is something I just didn't appreciate about old formats, is that you're going to get a lot of slowdown. That too, there's certainly stuff to do with the mana, whereas if you're coming from Midnight Hunt, where there kind of isn't, it's a whole different experience. Yeah, we're not doing that. That card's really good, and I'm not dealing with it. All right. Someone has an interesting deck. The old no attacks and no blocks. I like it. Okay, you got me thinking this is probably worth doing now. I've been got. That does appear to be the case. Maybe they just got a bunch of removal and they're like, I don't want to use it on these garbage cards. Okay, or all their removal requires them to have a creature in play.
Buckle under my blade.
She prevents burn, right? Yeah. So if you want to kill it, you need to kill it. Hiya! The populace will not be rising today. Huzzah! Silver Gaming, y'all. I'm a populace. All right, I'm digging it so far. Let's keep going. There's a good sim game for my super early computer gaming machine, and I think it's called Populous. Yes, I'm familiar with Populous. You were a god. I think there's a decent chance I played that game 30 years ago on a Sega Genesis. I remember enjoying it a great deal at the time. You got a quench. You do got a quench. Oh, it's probably real bad in the next set, Annihilate. Enlighten. Why do I think you're Annihilate instead of Enlighten? Don't need that. I need 5 mana, which I have. It's pretty good. They might have another quench. And I don't need to take damage off of Woo Dragonauts. Okay, they don't have one. Thank you for that, Techno Shaman. I'm sorry, Michael. You seem very passionate about that. And that does seem not ideal. I milled myself because they have a spell Spellkeeper Weird in play. They forget that they need to involve new players. But I also think they're recognizing that everyone that plays Magic now is more interested in Commander than any other format. So as long as they're making introductory sets for Commander, they're fine.
Join my order. Unity is necessary in times of war. Hone your control. I thought.
You were literally in the set War of the Spark. How did you not know war was near? Don't mind to rescue a Sphinx. Well, we got. But this is our opportunity to make sure they don't get to do it again. I don't know exactly what Star Citizen is, but it sounds interesting. Star Citizen is a Ponzi scheme. Okay. Fair enough. That's some value right there. And that's one of the better cards you could get. But we ain't got to worry about it because we're going to try to kill him in the air. Pretty good, Jank Shank. How are things in your world? Hey-ya! Bye-bye. Darkest Dungeon was a lot of fun. I had a real blast with that. Silver Gaming, y'all. I'm a silver gamer. All right, couple more. Let's see what we can do. Perspective looks weird on those fangs. It must be trying to match me with another silver player. It's tough when you get such high level in draft. Fair enough, Ratch. Fair enough. Got a removal spell right now. Looks like they don't. Neat. You lose, you lose. Patient gamers recommendations? What's that mean, Brownie? That was a pretty good draw.
Heart is hollow with scorn for you. What a mess I've made.
I don't need any of this. I could just use a couple land drops and I think we're in business. Ah, okay, okay. I, for whatever reason, my brain initially read that as parent gamers, and I wasn't sure what that meant. Hey, what's up, Aaron? I'm sure there is too, fair enough.
May death find you quickly.
Bye-bye. Dude, I've only got like 5 months or so. Yeah, baby brain. Closer to 6 months, but still. All right, one more for all of the mobbers. Thank you, Goose. Yeah, I would imagine a Switch would be good for parent gaming. There weren't a lot of games on the Switch that I liked. Like, we got one and played with it for a little while and then gave it away to a friend. I'd imagine a lot of people do that in Lighten. My buddy Kevin said that's one of his pastimes, is buying games, installing them, and never playing them. Yeah, fair enough. There's probably too many games on it for there not to be something I'd be interested in. I'm just going to run it out. They either have a removal spell right now or I start winning the game. Yeah, I'm too much of a coward to block that. You go ahead. Okay. That is a way to do it. Color me impressed. Okay. Was not quite ready for a Dovin's veto there. They may have the assassinate. That would make this line of play make a little bit of sense. There you go. You're doing some work. I don't know what their deck does if they don't have a Dreadhorde Arcanist near the top. Probably have a play set. I think that's the only reasonable thing to assume. Boop. I still have my magic wand. Like repairing computers and setting up networks? They're doing something. I hope they got their Spell Gorger weird in Pack 3, because they kind of deserve it. We did a straight 3-color deck earlier. If you've got the fixing, you can pull it off. Need to reboot it? Did someone take its shoes? Unglued, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated, my friend. Let us spam cats for Unglued. Thank you. They might be gonna kill me. Oh yeah. We're super dead. Now they're really doing IT. All right, we still got a couple shots at the 7 wins because that was our first loss. Seems relevant. It was a super fun show. All right, let's do the Stream Raiders battle. I'm going to take a potty break, as is tradition. And then we'll come back and try the last game. I'll be RB. Thank you for your patience. I have returned. And we have Techno Shaman and Augie with the kills and assists. Rewards for Orcish, Michael, Ace, Mr. Wilson, and Bad Player. We were working on the bomber. Boop. All right, let's do the thing. 6-1. Can we get the 7 wins? I believe we could get the 7 wins. Clap your hands if you believe. MC, clap your hands. I can work with this. Thank you, Cynic. This would have been better on the draw. Yeah, there were some incredible bombs in war and nothing to really mitigate it. I don't know that. I don't know for sure that the Wanderer is going to be good. I know I don't need the island. It's a pretty medium creature, but sure, it's action. Hey, what's up, Luke? It is the last day for esporters. So if you've not yet signed up and you want to, get in there. What will we ever do about that giant flyer? You know what? Right after this game, we will talk about esporter, and we'll talk a little bit about the subscriber drive we're doing. I milled them there because they had surveilled, but I think they binned them all, didn't they? Yeah, they did. So it probably would have made more sense not to do that. But yeah. Chonk. Yeah. Okay. You could have done that on your turn and drawn a card. But I guess that means if I'm going to kill something, I need to do it now, because I don't need to make a counterspell better for him, right? I guess they'd still need, yeah, just as long as it's not their main phase, we're fine. But like if they'd cast that on their main phase, I don't understand. I don't need to understand. It's okay. We're just having a good time here. I mean, you can see the flavor right here as we topple the statue over there. What you got left over there is what I need to know. How much gas is still over there? Yeah, I was mentioning that earlier because Zach was saying he really liked them, and I was saying I didn't. And I think it's closer to they're just better in this format than they were in their original formats. That thing's a little scary. Not if it's stuck under a capture sphere. They got 9 cards left. Like, that's not insignificant. Now, they may have a Clear the Mind in that deck, too. So, or in hand. So, something to be aware of there. Roar! All right. I see how you're doing this. And that is, you're getting milled out. They were down to 3 cards if you aren't sure why we won that. So I guess Thief of Sanity, even if you kind of get behind, can just mill them out. So that works. All right, I'm digging this format. I'm going to keep playing it until I'm not digging it. Yeah, the Thief's bonkers. That draft was actually a little less fun than the one we did previously, right? At least I think it was, because the Thief was kind of just like, let's draft a Thief deck, whereas the other one we kind of figured out what was open. But the fact that you can do both doesn't make it bad. And, of course, a big thank you to my patrons. Paul, Jesse, Punk, Rusty, Adrian, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Fasty, and Rich. Thank you very much for supporting the work I'm doing here on YouTube. If you'd like to become a Patreon as well, there's a link below. You can see your name up in lights and get some other cool rewards. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.